Welcome to the Totally Insensitive podcast, where we give our real takes on the entertainment industry, politics, pop culture, and more.
I love the show, guys. You're awesome.
Listen, my whole family loves it, man.
They're the first thing I turn on.
Think you can handle it?
Yep, I'm ready.
Well, shut up and sit down, because the show starts right now.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to Totally Insensitive podcast. I'm your host.
For me to read, so I didn't say anything.
I'm your host, Matt. With me is James. Hi, James.
Hello.
And our special guest this week is Sam. What's going on, Sam?
Pretty good. I also wanted to let you guys know I just changed my name to Also James.
Oh,
Also James.
okay.
Am I that
So
cool?
Two James.
with me this week is James and also James.
Hell yeah.
No, and also James.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
his
and
name
also
is also-
His
James.
name is also James, but you need the
First
also
name
in the
also.
sentence.
You're right.
Yup.
Last name James.
I messed up. First name also.
Yeah, I'll
Last
put in
name
the
James.
itinerary next week. Make sure no one forgets.
Thanks.
But two, those are important. That's
Well-
best way to get information around.
That's true. Yeah. Well, so I didn't plan on talking about this for the cast, but we were talking about it a couple minutes ago. Some Call of Duty stuff. What I had seen maybe an hour ago was Call of Duty's releasing like two bundles. One's called Cold Blood and one's called Mother Russia. And they're both $20. And the Mother Russia one includes a watch, essentially, which is like a perk. Watches are stupid, but it gives you a death counter, which is like the one thing in this game that you don't have that the other Call of Duties have, that basically during the game tells you how many times you fucking died. And the game doesn't have it unless you pay $20.
I mean, you can't click the back button and see your KD.
What is it, Sam? It's your kills, your assists, and something else.
Captures and
Right, whatever like game mode you're in, like captures.
Wow, it doesn't tell you deaths?
Nope.
Wow.
they do.
I misunderstood that the first time.
Once the game's completely over,
Yeah.
it's like shit.
Once
It tells you
game's
the
done.
scores, but not during. That's
Right. Unless you pay $20.
People having that advantage is an actual advantage too, because they like know how to play once they see how many times they've died.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Very interesting.
To explain it before, I thought you just meant it would be on your HUD.
No,
And,
no.
Yeah, an active death counter that goes up when you die, like that you constantly see.
That would be nice, but no, that doesn't exist.
I didn't know that.
A watch that you wear.
That's also, I also thought it was a real watch, not gonna lie.
Situation or something. Yeah.
You're wearing this fucking watch, and you look down, and the death counter goes to 1, and you're in the middle of nowhere, and you just kind of look around.
Uh-oh.
Man, I need to stop walking around in lonely deserts.
Who's around me right now? No, but yeah, it's funny that these games kind of turn into pay to play or pay to win, and it's getting kind of bullshitty. Like EA is
Yeah.
very known for it, but now Activision's doing it.
Is this one Activision?
Yeah,
This Call of
I
Duty?
mean, Activision isn't far off from being shitty.
yeah, it's true.
Pretty shitty.
And also, aren't Activision and EA related somehow? Aren't they subsidiaries or something? Or no, maybe not.
I'm not 100% sure.
There might be something else.
I cannot confirm nor deny. I plead the fifth.
Yeah. I might be completely making that up and confusing other
Hey,
ones.
if you say it confident enough, I'll believe you. Yeah, Activision and EA, same company. I totally agree.
These are facts,
Oh.
ladies and gentlemen.
You
Yeah.
heard it here first.
Just merged.
Today, actually, right this minute.
We just announced their merger, yeah. Jesus. But not to
I'm sick of
switch.
paying for extra shit on games.
Yeah.
But we also just said, I asked, that one has a campaign, unlike the last Call of Duty. Maybe that was 2 Call of Duties ago now. I don't know.
No, it was the last. It was Black Ops 4. Total.
Yeah, that one didn't have a campaign. That one pissed me off.
Yeah.
I bought that one night when I was like drunk, and I was like, can't wait to like get this downloaded to play the campaign. Open it up, no campaign. I was like, what?
Oh, dude.
Total letdown.
I'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then and that was really the only reason I bought it. I had no interest in playing the multiplayer. Zombies was a benefit of it, but yeah, I was bummed.
I haven't bought a Call of Duty since the original Modern Warfare.
Damn.
I didn't buy Black Ops. People had it, so I played it.
But in all of them.
Yeah.
Up until this one, actually. Nah, actually, I never bought Ghosts. But that one
Yeah, I fell
was
in
like
love with
fucking,
that
I was in
one.
high school.
I really enjoyed it.
Everyone told me that one sucked. Like, I was still
That's why I
playing
was
Modern Warfare 2 when Ghost came out. And then later on, I heard Ghost was like bad. So I was like, not even going to bother.
It's probably my second most played Call of Duty. And everyone hates it, and I'm confused why.
Really?
The campaign was great.
Damn, I can't even comment on it because I don't know.
But I think a lot of people don't buy Call of Duty for the campaign. I think it's very few people
They don't, but I do.
that, right, like I buy it for the
Yeah.
campaign. I don't really buy it for the multiplayer.
Yeah, like I'd much rather play solo like RPG games like that. Even though
Right.
I guess that's an FPS, but whatever.
Yeah, like Wolfenstein.
Yeah, or like Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's my shit.
Yeah. Have yet to play Tomb Raider, by the way.
You want to
Like
borrow it?
the-
Tomb Raider's amazing.
What was the first new one that came out? The like soft reboot, Rise of the Tomb Raider or something?
Yeah, that one.
That was sick.
No, it's
Yeah,
Return of the Batman.
you got Tomb Raider, the definitive version. That one came out like first, and then Rise of the Tomb Raider,
And then Dark Knight Returns.
No,
There's some similarities in that name.
Empire Strikes Back.
I forget what it is.
Empire
but-
Strike Back. Rise of the Skywalker.
Wait a second. Star Wars name.
Wait a minute. But yeah, Call of Duty. Good shit. Unless I gotta pay more money. It is a really good
Played the
game.
new one yet?
You need to. You need to. It's worth it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it cross-platform?
It is. We could totally play together.
So you will play with me
Of
if I
course.
buy it.
Yes. Why would I not?
Oh,
Even Sam will play with you.
that means I think I have to buy live though. Then I don't think I re-upped on my live.
Correct. You'll have to buy live.
Or just get a PlayStation.
Or build a PC.
Ooh,
Definitely gonna hit that last one. A couple exclamation points.
Yeah, build a PC.
No, not
that makes sense. You know, instead of buying a $60 1-year Xbox Live Pass,
Yeah.
I'll just build a
$1,000.
$800 to $1,200 PC. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then you'll never
Just so I don't
have
have to
to
pay for.
You'll never have to pay for live again.
That's true.
You just play whatever you want.
Epic gives you Fortnite for free. That's all you need, man.
Pretty
You
much.
know, on my super quick internet.
Yeah. That has 50 gig max every month.
I upped it to 100. I'm living large.
There you go, dude.
Oh God, I download one of my games and not do anything with it.
Pretty
That's
much.
what it used to be. No shit. That's why I like the campaigns too.
You download the game at the end of the month so you can play it the next day.
I would, but I would also download a game. I wouldn't be able to play it for like 2 weeks because it would take that long to download.
Jeez.
If a game had an update, I wouldn't play it because I'd be like, I'm in the middle of downloading another game. I can't afford to do this update. Got to play something different.
Fucking internet management? I didn't know that was a thing.
That's what happens when your internet's through AT&T, and I don't even know how that thing fucking works. Satellite?
It's literally like a mobile hotspot.
Oh, right.
I can plug a phone into it if I wanted a house phone. But I don't want anyone to call me.
Who does that, right?
Like who? Yeah. Well, I don't want him to talk to anyone, so no.
Oh, well, we'll just have to wait for Elon Musk to set up his internet, and then we'll all have internet everywhere.
No.
Yeah, really. The whole U.S. should just be like one big Wi-Fi.
You guys seen
Zone.
Silicon Valley?
Some of it.
I just watched the season finale, and it goes in a direction like that.
Oh,
It
really?
doesn't work out. Yeah.
That would honestly be awesome.
Yeah, it would be.
Doesn't
Think-
Long Island have like island-wide internet?
Not that I know of.
Oh, I could have swore that
I
was a
mean-
thing like 8 years ago.
Where is this island that is long?
It's next to
Damn.
Short Island,
What's Short Island?
Manhattan.
I've never heard of that before, but I'll buy it.
So you
I was
got,
gonna say it's right next to the top island.
the top one.
Which one's the top island?
The whole North American continent.
Oh,
It's an island if you think about it.
technically it's surrounded by water on
Yeah,
more than 3 sides.
yeah. Prove me wrong. It's an island. It's just one big fucking island. That's all.
I'm concerned.
Well, it's not a peninsula, that's for sure.
Everything's a peninsula.
Unless it's an island.
Yes.
All right, we're just babbling about nonsense at this point. I'm moving on to the next topic because that was bad.
This thing is structured, right?
Sometimes, but not the last 8 minutes.
You guys check out the itinerary?
Oh man.
What I actually planned on talking about for some of this episode was the whole impeachment nonsense that's going on. And we'll talk about
some of the nonsense.
Yeah, we'll talk about it briefly because the issue with this is this podcast will be coming out Wednesday, and the final hearing will be Tuesday or Wednesday. So
we're gonna look like jackasses.
So yeah, we're gonna look at like dickheads. So just so everybody
Fucking idiots,
knows,
like they didn't read the news.
we're recording this on Sunday, so we're about 2 or 3 days behind.
We could just pretend that he's already been impeached.
We
We can pretend that the Democrats are retarded.
That's not
Pretend.
pretending though.
I was gonna say, do we really have to pretend?
The funny part, all right, so I'll give like a brief like highlight of what's going on. So blah 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 blah, they want to impeach Trump, blah 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 blah, Trump's in a peach or something.
No, it's me and the giant peach.
Oh, James, yeah. And also
Yeah.
James and the giant peach. So they're trying to impeach Trump, and I think there's like 2 articles of impeachment. One has to do with like him and his original run for presidency and some bullshit, and the other one has to do with like his dealings with Ukraine and stuff that he did while he was a
Ukraine,
president.
that's the country.
Yeah. Apparently both articles are very vague. Like there's no actual accusatory words or like what he actually did wrong. It's more
It's
like
just suspicion and
right. So they're
Assumption.
using the impeachment trial to get actual
to dig deeper, subpoenas and
Right.
stuff.
So I forget how this works. So basically that the House what the fuck? I'm not going to really know how this... I read it the other day, and they don't give you all the fucking details in all these articles. So there's essentially 2 votes. There's the initial vote, which is basically like, if this vote's passed, then the impeachment trial continues. And it goes to like the Senate.
Right.
And the second one is like, all right, now Trump's, he's out. So it passed
Or
the
he's
first...
not.
Or he's not out, right. So it
Right.
passed the first trial by like
Right.
20.
So the first one is just like a prelim to see if there's actually a case.
Right. And the only
Okay,
reason
yeah.
it passed is
Wow.
because right now, in that initial group of representatives, it's like 60% Democrats. And all the Democrats, except for one, voted to send it to the Senate.
Yeah.
So, and actually, there's another article attached to this that was like, that one Democrat that voted against it, he wants to be a Republican now. He's going to drop out and become Republican representative because of this nonsense that's going on. And
yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like the parties have become so divided that it became a winning game instead of, all right, they won, let's now compromise and push their agenda and help. What can we do to help? Right. It's like they won, that's bullshit. Like they didn't play fair. We want to retry. We want to do this now. I don't know.
It's like even if one party has a good idea, the other one's just kind of
they
like
hate it because it's different parties.
It's your idea.
Yeah, exactly.
It does go both ways
toward helping the country. However, not Trump. Right. Trump is in the middle of like this whole impeachment shit. He's still out pushing deals for the economy and signing trade deals and doing this and that. Like he's still moving forward and doing great for the country or doing good for the country, whatever. But
stuff that kills me is that since before his election, he's been like attacked.
Oh yeah,
been talking about impeachment,
and they haven't stopped.
Throwing shots in the dark about this and that, and every single lead they have ends up being false. Just keeps happening. And what I've heard about this current impeachment situation is he's calling Ukrainian president talking money figures, and that's the problem.
Yeah. So what the Democrats are saying is like, you can't call another country and use your presidency to make you money, essentially. And allegedly, he was talking some sort of money figure. They don't even really know. He was just talking about. He could have been talking about our own fucking economy for all they know. So,
is that that's what it did? Is that what it's about? The original phone call?
Yeah.
Because I remember it was mostly about him pushing the Ukraine president to do something about someone.
Right. So in a past podcast, we talked about this. He originally was pushing the Ukrainian president to look into things involving Joe Biden because Joe Biden was a member of like this oil industry group over there.
Yeah, there was some biasm there or something.
Which sounds really, really fucking illegal, and I don't know why Joe Biden isn't in trouble and why Trump is, but whatever. Right.
Yeah. I remember when I read the original transcript that someone posted on Instagram, either Fox or CNN. That's where I get my news. I follow the two opposite ends.
And whatever lines up is factual.
Yeah, it's got to be. I'll draw my own conclusions from the two like ends of the spectrum. But
more intelligent than others.
Yeah. They like when I read the transcript, I was like, it doesn't seem like he's really pushing that hard. And now it's about talking numbers. From what I recall, they were talking about economies, and they were saying, yeah, like our economy's booming now because of this. Like it would be great if we got into this so that like it'll help your economy too. Like that's what it seemed like, if I recall. That was a long time ago.
Him and the Ukrainian president are friends, or at least friendly with each other.
Yeah. That too. It seemed like they were also just talking as like friends.
And they're worried about him taking money and doing things in his favor for money, but he's signed off every single presidential check he's gotten to charities.
Right, because he doesn't need the money.
He doesn't
like,
give a fuck.
They think he's doing shit for money, and he's already like a billionaire. Why does he need money? That's the whole point.
There's definitely the argument he's trying to complete the name for himself, if that makes sense. Like becoming president and doing good and being known as Donald Trump, a very decent president. That's the only thing I can feel his ego coming out from.
Well, as long as he's doing good and being decent, then that's fine.
That's all I care about.
Yeah. I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, by the time this podcast comes out, we'll be laughing because the Democrats just proved a point, or we'll be like, wow, all right, a second president's been impeached, which either way, it's pretty historic.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We'll see what happens. It's funny because a lot of the things I see, I get I like follow Trump's tweets, so I get a lot of like,
oh man,
I get a lot of my other like worldly news through Trump, and so I kind of want to talk about Time Magazine and how Time Magazine's featured the Person of the Year many times, and one of them actually, what was it, 1989? I want to say Donald Trump was actually Time's Person of the Year, which I did not know.
I knew he was once. I didn't know it was 89, but okay.
Yeah. But basically, Trump tweeted out this thing about how he didn't agree with this year's Person of the Year, who is...
Yes, I remember seeing this.
Yeah, who is Greta Thunberg, who I don't know if you guys know, she's 16.
She's 16, yeah.
She's the Swedish chick.
2 years ago, she sailed around the world.
Yep. For
when she was
humanity,
14.
And because she's rich and her parents can pay for her to not go to school, which makes no sense. But that's basically what Trump's tweet was. He was like, "Oh, she's a kid. She's just hanging out with her friends, and I don't understand how she can be the Person of the Year when she's just a kid. Like, she's not doing anything. She hasn't done anything."
Yeah.
And she was a meme for a long time. People were making fun of her.
Oh, she's still a meme.
Yeah, she's still a fucking meme.
Still a meme.
So one thing I found while I was looking up more articles about her, she's in trouble already.
Damn. For what?
So she was in Italy talking to kids about like activism and giving speeches and shit. And she said, "We have to make sure that they cannot do that." She's talking about like politicians and political figures. "We will make sure that we put them against the wall and that they will have to do their job to protect our futures." And essentially people were getting pissed off because she said, "We need to put them against the wall." And people took it as a call for violence.
Context.
Right.
Interesting. Wow.
So they just read people.
Wow.
Context.
Yep. So that sounds like a threat of
why
violence. Alt News media editor David Rance wrote on Twitter.
Wow.
You guys are both in New York, right?
Yes.
Do you guys have gun laws there right now?
What do you mean?
Boy, oh boy, do we.
I don't know how it works there, but apparently in Virginia right now, it's a pretty big deal.
Oh yeah, they're actually taking their guns, aren't they?
They're trying. They haven't gotten my city yet because there's just so many people that are against it, and it might get violent. But
yeah,
there's cops and stuff that are saying they're not going to enforce that law.
They should.
Yeah, I remember seeing
enforcing it.
Huh.
I remember seeing one of an Instagram post from Fox, I think it was, and they were like, one of the sheriffs said he told his citizens, if someone comes to try to take your guns, I authorize you to use them, or some shit like that.
One of them was talking about deputizing everybody in his city.
Yeah, maybe that. Oh yeah,
That's
maybe
awesome.
that. So they can carry, have them, keep them.
The problem is all these people blindly following the idea that guns are only bad.
Yeah, they're not.
I understand they're scary. They are scary, but people that are scarier will always have the weapons.
Yeah.
And if the people that are decent living their life and defending their homes don't have them, we don't know where that could lead. It doesn't lead to the utopia.
I mean, this even goes back to a podcast we talked about before about fucking Hong Kong. Their government took their weapons and they can't defend themselves from their own government. People just don't understand even when it's in their face, and it's baffling. And
I mean, in my opinion, going by with what you just said, Matt, the government taking their guns and them not being able to protect themselves from their government. That, if someone, I mean, that sounds like the Second Amendment to me right there.
That
I have the right to like, that's what my right is right there.
I have the right to own a
guns
weapon and form a militia against a tyrannical government. Yes.
Right. To keep my weapon from you, like to keep it from you taking it. That's the Second Amendment right there.
And we lose our strength as a country too against other countries in states of war, like in World War II.
Yeah, because we're all divided.
Because we all have guns, but now it's going to be very different if someone wants to invade us.
Right.
Not that invasions happen like they used to. I know a lot of people laugh when you say things that serious that like seem like they would never happen.
Yeah,
but it's people not an impossibility.
No,
it's not
all the time. Especially at peaks, like at where we are right now.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I've said this before in podcasts. I think we're getting to a very crucial, like you said, a peak. Something's gonna snap,
and something's gonna happen.
Shit's gonna hit the fan very soon.
Yes. It's
I'm excited or terrified.
Both.
Yeah, I don't know. Because
if this changed the way we all live, we wouldn't have to do half the bullshit we do every day now. But
100%.
All of our comforts.
It will, because if you look at it, there was like something at every like great revelation of like that we learned about in history. It's like, oh, this week we're going over this section of history, and it's like, what was the start of that? Usually getting out of something bad.
Yep.
And what's the end of that era? Something bad.
Yep. It's continuation. It's a circle.
And and that's just how it goes. I guess. I
mean, we'll see.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break from this very positive discussion. And come back.
Shit. Now we're recording.
We'll be back, guys. Hi, guys. Just wanted to take a second to talk about the network. So, if you've been on our website, insensitivenetwork.com, you may have noticed that everything is a lot cleaner, a lot slicker. All around the website looks really good. And there's a couple tabs on there. We've got network podcasts, we've got podcast squares, and we have services and sponsorships, as well as our blog. So, on the network podcast, you'll find our podcast, Totally Insensitive Podcast, and the Deanna Jean Show. You're going to want to check those out. Awesome shows. Podcast squares, you're going to find kind of a recommended list of podcasts and what we, recommend. Smaller podcasts, indie podcasts, things like that. The third tab is probably the most interesting right now, our services and sponsorship. So currently we offer a handful of services, advertising, merchandising, consulting, just marketing things for podcasts. And those are really cool. We got a couple deals going on right now for the month of December, so definitely check those out. Second, and this is brand new, is our sponsorships. If you are a podcaster, a YouTuber, an esports gamer, an esports team, if you are looking to get paid, if you're looking for promotion, guidance, support, and just like growth of your brand and your name, apply right now on our website. We are looking to work with some people and pay you to sponsor us. So definitely check that out. It's worth it. You get a lot of shit through us, things that you would normally have to pay for, except we'll be paying you. So definitely worth it. All right, guys. So thanks, and let's get back to the show. All right, we're back.
I'm confused now.
Good. That's how I like it. The beginning of this podcast, every time we come back, is going to be very confusing for people listening. Because we're just laughing.
Pictures of me nude.
What?
Wait, what?
In between, I send you guys pictures of me nude. That's why we're laughing every time. Sorry.
What?
It's weird that neither of us denied it.
I don't know what to say.
That's not true. I didn't receive any pictures in that break.
Okay.
Let me just get that out, because Matt, why did we deny it when he said that?
Because it's funny.
We were just so dumbfounded.
Because it's funny. That's why I didn't deny it. Oh, jeez. Speaking of funny, have you guys...
That's a long pause for a segue.
Yeah, and I got a big face. So they're making a Mr. Rogers movie.
It's made.
Oh man,
well,
that's
they
the rapper,
made,
right?
They made, yeah. Mr. Rogers, the rapper.
Yeah, he raps a lot.
Yeah, him and Dr. Dre.
What? I said rabbit.
Oh no, that's Roger Rabbit.
Oh shit! All right, then what the fuck is Mr. Rogers?
What?
What?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. The guy who wore the red sweater.
His little puppets. They were all his neighbors for some reason.
He used to be in the military, and that's why he wears a sweater to hide all his military tats.
Was it like a children's show?
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers was in the military? And had tattoos?
Yeah, dude. He was covered in tattoos. That's why he always wore a sweater.
That's going to be the beginning of the movie. It's just like some terrible war scene.
He's just fucking shredded.
Happening.
He used to be a drill sergeant, and then he
dude comes back from Vietnam 20 years later, starts a children's show.
He was a drill sergeant, Mr.
He was
Rogers?
a drill sergeant, yeah. And he got tired of yelling at people, so he totally
Honestly, this all sounds very familiar. But I've never seen Mr. Rogers. I've heard of it. But I guess I thought Mr. Rogers was Roger Rabbit.
No. Mr. Rogers.
Wait, doesn't the rabbit wear a red sweater though?
The rabbit does wear a red sweater, yeah.
Or a red shirt with a collar.
Something
like an open. Like it should have one more button closed.
That was a great movie.
You're literally describing Mr. Rogers if he was a rabbit.
That's what Roger Rabbit
He wears a red sweater and part of it's unbuttoned. Jeez. But so Tom Hanks is playing him, which I think is fucking interesting as shit because Tom Hanks is
a good actor.
He's one of my favorite actors. Speaking of rabbits, Jojo Rabbit?
Haven't seen yet, but I'm very interested.
Me too, dude.
I don't know what that is.
It's I don't know how to describe it. It's like this little kid.
Yeah, people must think I'm like fucking retarded or live under a rock or something.
He lives in the woods with no cable. So it's this kid during wartime Germany. And I think he's like schizophrenic or some shit, but he sees a mirage of Hitler every day.
And he becomes
that sucks.
He becomes best friends with this little Jewish girl and this mirage Hitler.
Sounds like similar to the boy in the striped pajamas.
The guy who plays the Mirage Hitler is the guy who directed Thor Ragnarok, and he played the main vampire in What We Do in the Shadows, if you've seen that.
Really?
Nope.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I know a lot of TV shows, not so great at movies. I don't waste my time with movies. They're too short, to be honest. Nah.
Oh my god.
Scarlett Johansson's in this?
I didn't know that.
Damn, I want to look stuff up, but my internet's a white screen again.
Yeah, that's the only
part of the conversation.
That's the only big name though. Scarlett Johansson.
I thought you just said Tom Hanks was playing Mr. Rogers. We talking about a different movie.
We're talking about a different movie now.
Start seeing Hitler.
Mr. Rogers is Hitler. It's a lovely day in the neighborhood, and then he just pulls a switch and starts gassing the Jews.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Hey, dude, it's not me, it's the movie.
It's history.
True. I didn't write it.
That's true. Have you guys seen any of the Lego movies?
First one.
Okay.
Fuck, maybe in middle school.
Okay, that's fine. So,
I don't think. Hold on.
What?
I don't think the Lego movie came out when you were in middle school.
James?
Well, bullshit. It had to have, dude. I've been playing, my first Xbox game was a Lego game. They had to have had a Lego movie.
No, there was no Lego movie, though.
Oh, then no, I haven't seen any Lego movie. Maybe I just played the game in middle school.
Probably. So I don't know if you guys ever had these toys. They were called Playmobil. They're legitimately like knockoff Legos.
They're the big.
Dude, I barely had Legos.
Yeah, they're for like, the mentally retarded kids that have thumbs that don't fucking work and they can't hold a goddamn Lego.
So
like it's just you step on it and you kind of like, ooh,
fucking Claymore.
Pretty much. But so these little Playmobil toys, they made a movie just like the Lego movie with this knockoff fucking Lego toy bullshit.
Interesting.
So it's like a knockoff movie for a knockoff toy.
Huh. I support it.
Yeah. I never saw any of the Lego movies.
Well, they're phenomenal.
Never really into Legos that much.
What the fuck?
You ever built a Death Star?
I did that.
Can't say that I have.
I did too. The only one I didn't get to build was the Star Destroyer, which was the one I was super interested in.
You guys ever see?
That's
you know what I know about Legos? You guys ever see the YouTube video circle circle dot dot?
Nope.
No.
Oh man, it's a song.
Oh.
We should definitely check it out sometime.
Oh, no. I feel like you've talked to me about this. It sounds really familiar.
I could sing it, but I won't do that.
Yeah, let's avoid that one.
Oh.
No, you gotta sing it. It's too late. You have to now. I've convinced myself that you need to.
Circle, circle, dot, dot, I got my cootie shot, You think that girl is hot, I think you better not. That's the chorus, pretty much. The circle, circle, dot, dot is how you draw boobs.
What?
Oh.
Get a pen and paper right now. Draw two circles.
No.
Boobs.
What the fuck? Oh god.
Dude, I remember that song in like fucking second grade. First grade even.
Milk, lemonade, around the corner, poop is made. Or fudge is made.
See, I don't know that one.
You don't know that one? That's a good one. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of candy. Jack tripped on a rock and got a mouthful of cock because Jill's real name is Randy.
Because Jill turned out to be a tranny.
Oh, that too. That's probably implied in both versions.
Well, it's not implied in my version. It's said in my version.
All right, maybe I don't know what the word implied means. Leave me alone, James. All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with our final segment. Hi, guys. I just want to take a second to talk about our featured podcast of the month, The Good, the Bad, and the Sequel. This is a podcast hosted by Doug and Jamie, and they're talking about sequels, and they're doing it in two parts. The first thing they do is they interview actors or someone that was involved with the film, and they kind of, the actors give us some sort of insight about the movie, and they talk about their career. And there's some pretty good stories. The second part is they talk about the sequel to the movie and what they got right, what they got wrong, and what they could have done to the movie to do it better. So they have 3 episodes coming out this week. They got a Terror Tunes 3 review on the 19th. They have an interview with indie filmmaker Corin Montea on the 23rd. And they're going to have a bonus interview that Sam and I were actually just talking to that comes out Christmas Eve. They're interviewing Scott Schwartz from Christmas Story, and I'm 99% sure that that's the kid that goes, "I double dog dare ya," and then what's his name licks the fucking pole. Well, I was looking at his IMDb, and I don't remember the name of those fucking those kids. He's Flick.
I just know Ralphie. Flick?
Yeah.
I think Flick is the bully.
Is he the bully? He's the one that says, "I double dog dare you," right?
Oh, yeah.
And then the main character beats the shit out of him?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He kind of just cried and smacked the hell out of him. But yeah.
He gave him a bloody nose.
True.
But yeah, so that'll be a pretty interesting interview. And that character's also worked with I shouldn't say that character. That actor Scott Schwartz has worked with some obviously very big names. He's also worked with Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason, so I'm sure they'll talk about that, and that'll be pretty interesting.
Hell yeah.
So definitely go check them out. If you're a podcast and you're listening and you're looking to get featured, you can apply on our website, and there's also squares on our website, and the squares are like our our recommended podcasts, our featured podcasts. They won't get plugged as much as our monthly feature, but they're good podcasts, and you should definitely give them a listen. So thanks, guys. Let's get back to the show.
I rest my case.
Well, it turns out I wasn't recording.
Oh.
I don't know how. I don't understand what just happened. But anyways, so for this new segment that isn't new anymore, we're going to talk about some 90s rappers. So we've got 3 groups, and you guys already read the name of all 3 of them. But the first song by this group translates from Uzbek to jump.
To jump.
Yes. So
my Uzbek knowledge.
You're Uzbekian. You better brush up on your Uzbekian.
Really.
So this is an American hip hop trio. The 1990s.
Trio. Problem is I don't really know 90s rap. Trio. How many people were in the Beastie Boys?
I don't know, but it's not the Beastie Boys.
Apparently not.
I could read. They had 3 albums, by the way.
Let's do the hook, bro.
I probably won't know.
Do the hook.
Do the hook.
Is it Jump Around?
Shut up.
Hey.
Okay, I already know what that is.
You don't know what it is.
Jump Around.
Yeah, it's Jump Around. Good job, guys.
Nailed it.
Whatever. So we're gonna go to the next one. Jump Around by House of Pain, by the way.
House of Pain.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-oh. So
Did you use the name?
The real name, I forgot.
Oh, nice, great.
Okay, so this next song translates to Washing of Mind.
Washing of Mind, eh?
Washing of Mind.
Wait, are these songs or the?
This is the name of this song.
Yeah.
The artist
called like Brainwash or something.
No.
Brainwashing.
But it's a lot like the last one. It's a lot like Jump Around in the sense that it's just fucking nonsense, but it's catchy as shit.
What's the song about, like the first hip hop that "Don't push me 'cause I'm close to the edge"?
It is not that. So this is an American hip hop group from Southgate, California, and they're the first Latino American hip hop group. Latino American.
Silly me.
They have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Elton John?
No, Elton John's not a hip hop group.
Confused and lost right now.
What?
I don't know any of these.
Here, I'll play the instrumental.
Yeah. Insane in the
Yeah, Insane in the Membrane.
Yeah. Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain.
Yeah, I know that.
All right. I didn't know what that song was called. I don't think I've ever listened fully to that song, to be honest.
It's just Matt showing us songs we know.
Yeah. Oh, that's what that song's called? Word.
Exactly.
Next.
All right, that was Maltese, by the way.
Wait, who is that by? Who sings that?
That's Cypress Hill.
Oh, word.
Yeah. All right, this next one's one of my favorite songs. and it translates from Corsican, and it is "Turn to Baby."
Turn to Baby.
Turn to Baby.
Is it Tupac?
It is not Tupac. This is kind of a one-hit wonder artist.
Great.
That's gonna be easy to guess.
Who's is it? Like Will Smith?
No, that would be awesome though.
I mean, you could have picked a Will Smith song.
I totally could have. I didn't think
Made it
about it.
A one-hit wonder.
One-hit wonder, hip hop artist.
From the 90s.
Last name Ray. But his real name he doesn't go by. He goes by his stage name.
Ray. The only Ray I can think of is Ray J.
What's that?
Cray.
What does it rhyme with?
His real name?
No.
If I give you something that rhymes with his stage name, you're gonna get it right off the bat. Here, I'll play his instrumental. No.
Oh, Ice Ice Baby.
It's not Ice Ice Baby.
What?
You can do it.
I like big butts and I can't.
There you go. Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah, that one. Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Turn to Baby sounds like a much more pedophilic version of that song.
Turn to Baby.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Wait, Sir Mix-a-Lot. What's his name? Anthony
L. Ray.
Huh.
Yeah.
If you said something that rhymed with Sir Mix-a-Lot, I would have never guessed it.
I know.
I would have absolutely not gotten that.
Burr Kicks a Cot?
No. See, I just wouldn't even know because I didn't know who Sir Mix-a-Lot was.
What?
All
I
right,
just know about the butt song.
Butt song. All right, fair enough. Considering I don't know half the other shit we talk about.
I'm only gonna call it the butt song
judge.
from now on. It is only gonna be known as the butt song in my head.
Nah, the butt song's already taken.
No, that's the thong song.
No, what in the butt?
Oh,
I said what in the butt.
You want to do it in my butt? In my butt? I said
let's do it in my butt. In my butt.
Chocolate rain.
Also, thank you, Daniel Tosh.
Yeah, what a god.
He showed me all of our memes.
Pretty much. Oh,
dude, that was like before memes were a thing.
Exactly. He was creating memes on a Wednesday every week basis.
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
I like zombies.
I'd like to see him live.
Me too. That'd be good. Well, damn, guys, you got all three right.
I mean, if you want to say that, sure.
Yeah.
Thanks. We are the champions.
You guys won. This is the first win.
All
right,
good job,
we
guys.
Win. We got a car or something.
The chance to say that you won for once.
This is the chance.
So that would be bragging rights.
Bragging rights. Yeah.
That's
I'll take that.
I won this segment.
The fuck you! I won it, guy.
Okay.
Fight.
First, James.
Fight over the win.
I guess James also James won.
No, you can just have it. I'm good.
What a humble guy. Oh boy. All right, guys. Well, thanks. Appreciate it. You guys did phenomenal. We'll see how you do next week.
Yeah.
Peace.